I'm excited about today's video because it's really delicious, because it's something that I've had lots of requests for. I'm showing you how to make homemade ice cream. Now in this video you actually learn how to make vanilla ice cream and chocolate ice cream. They're very simple to make. And then this is actually a dessert option whereby I have brownies, which I have them here. I have a separate video of how to make brownies, but also in this video I've put it together as one whole video whereby you learn how to make this and then how to bring it together like this. So watch till the end so that you see how I've stuck them all together. Let's get started so you see how simple it is, and so that you can actually make yours today, either for a loved one, for a special treat, or for yourself. Let's get started. So if you're new to the show, please consider subscribing, and because I actually publish new recipes every week, either on cooking or baking. This channel is all about making you a better home cook. Today's recipe, it's something that I've been looking forward to make. The ice cream, as you saw in the intro, I'm making it as a dessert, but the most important part is the ice cream part. So I have two ice creams. There's the vanilla one. So for the vanilla, we need the whipping cream. Now this is really important. Make sure that the whipping cream is actually at room temperature. It actually even says when it comes to the storage, there's the 4 to 8 degrees, but it whips better when it's at 4 degrees, basically the temperature from the fridge. So the rest is sugar. This is 60 grams of sugar. This is 2 egg yolks, some vanilla. This is about a teaspoon of vanilla. That's for the vanilla ice cream. For the chocolate ice cream, we need the cream as well, whipping cream, cold. 2 egg whites. So it was the egg. So yolks on one side, whites on one side. The same amount of sugar, 60 grams, and 32 grams of dark chocolate. Now the dark chocolate is really important. You can buy the one from the supermarket that is literally dark chocolate. Don't buy milk chocolate or any other chocolate. Basically look for dark chocolate, either the one that is ready to eat like the brand Bonville, or the one that is made for like cooking chocolate. So dark chocolate, really important. And that's it. So the first thing we want to do is, I'll start with the chocolate one. And the first thing we'll do is I'll cut the chocolate into small pieces, and then I'll mix it with some cream. So again, dark chocolate, you need to just chop it into smaller pieces. I'm going to transfer it to a bowl. And now to this, I'm going to add 60 grams or 60 ml of the cream. So that's it, 60 grams. And now we're going to melt this in the microwave for about 20 seconds. Basically, we want the chocolate to be warm so that when we mix it, it will be a nice, thick, creamy chocolate paste. So 20 seconds. So the idea is to make sure that the chocolate is fully melted. And what we will do, I'll actually put it in the freezer so that it becomes a little bit hard, not as liquid as this. So now we go to the egg white. Egg white is really tricky. You need a clean bowl, dry bowl, clean whisk, and it's also dry. Because especially when you're working with a dirty bowl, the egg white will not become foamy, it will not become stiff, and we really need it to be stiff. Also have it at room temperature. So that's 2 egg yolks. So what you're doing is incorporating air when you're whisking like that, and it will form into a white foam. This is the consistency as it continues to whisk. I am turning the whisk while beating it at this time. I'm doing two things, turning it round and also doing it like this. You can also use the hand mixer, the electric hand mixer. You see, at this point it's nice consistency. I'll add the sugar, about half the amount of sugar. The rest of the sugar I'll add it to the whipping cream. So this is the essence of the ice cream. When you're doing this, is what is making the ice cream become light and airy. So this is good. So we'll put this aside and then we'll whip the whipping cream. So whipping cream again at room temperature, clean bowl and whisk. I'll add the rest of the sugar. So the same thing is happening here. We are introducing air into the cream, and that's whipping. This is the whipping action. And the bubbles are actually the air that is being incorporated into the cream. So the chocolate, the longer you leave it in the freezer, the more thick it will become, but it's cold enough. What we want to do is add some of the cream, whipped cream, to the chocolate. We want it to be a thick consistency. So when you do that, it will not over lighten the cream. So pour it into the cream, the whipped cream, and then fold it. So you fold it, the chocolate on the cream, and then bring in the egg white. And then also this one, we need to fold it. This is a folding action, not stirring, fold until all the white traces are finished. So this is an airy consistency. So technically this is a chocolate mousse, and even when you taste it, it's airy, it's foamy, and I'm looking forward to it being ice cream, because when it's cold it will actually be ice cream. So I'm going to transfer it into a bowl, smaller bowl, that I can actually put in the freezer. So this is foamy mixture. You see it's wobbling. So I'm going to freeze it. I'm going to cover it first and then freeze it for about 4 hours. Then into the freezer. So now I'm going to clear the stuff, and then we'll go to the vanilla ice cream part. So let's now do the vanilla ice cream. My setup has one bowl with some hot water. You can do this in a pan, a pot that can fit a small bowl. Just wanted to show you how you have hot water, and then put the bowl inside. What will happen is that the hot water will heat up the bowl. So we need the bowl. So we want the hot water to heat up the bowl. So now to the bowl, I'll add the egg yolk, and then I'll add 2 tablespoons of water, or 30 ml of water, and 60 grams, so about 30 grams of sugar. So start beating the egg yolk. So also for this one, we want to aerate the egg yolk. You can see the bubbles. This is what we want. We want to aerate the egg yolk until it has a same consistency as the whipping cream when it's whipped. So when doing this, you can also use steam. How you use steam is you have a pot, and then let me use another bowl, whereby the second bowl or the pot does not touch the water. It's suspended over, and then the hot steam will actually cook the eggs. But in this case, we have hot water, we can just do it direct. We whip it until it's pale consistency. Now when doing this, you can actually use a hand whisk, the electric one. Just wanted to show you can actually still do it using a whisk. But again, the idea is the egg white to double in size, in quantity, and to become pale in color, and to have this kind of consistency. So that's the thick consistency. Remember, ice cream is creamy because of the aeration of the ingredients. So this is it. So we put this aside, and then let's whip the whipping cream. Remember, whipping cream again should be done. That's the really most important point you need to note. It should be at cold. And one thing about the Brookside whipping cream is that consistency. You see, it pours. It's a light. Looks like milk. That's the way it should be. And I'll add the rest of the sugar, and then I'll start whipping it until it becomes thick. So we'll add the vanilla, about a teaspoon of vanilla, then mix it, and then we'll introduce the egg white, the egg yolk, and we'll also fold it to the cream. Same action of folding. Basically, we are blending the two, and using a rubber spatula will make work easier until it has this same consistency. So pour it into a bowl. It's nice and airy, smells like vanilla ice cream as we know it. Also wipe the edges, and then cover it with a cling film. It has a nice wobbly consistency, and that's how it should be. When it will actually freeze in the freezer, it will have an airy consistency when you take the ice cream. Now this is different again from any other ice cream, especially the one you need a machine, because this one you don't need to necessarily midway when it starts freezing whip it again. So I'm hoping that you'll find this recipe easy to do without any machine, and if you follow the instructions and the way I've just showed you, you should get it right. And now after this, I'll now make the chocolate brownie that will go with the ice cream, so that we finish the whole process. So now everything is ready. The brownie is nice and delicious. By the way, I have a video for this still on the channel. I'll put it on the link on the description. So a scoop in the bottom. Now if you look on the inside of the ice cream, see, it's nice and creamy. It has some ice crystals on the inside, but for the fact that we didn't churn it, we didn't use a machine, we just whipped it and then put it in the freezer. This is perfect. It's actually nice and soft. The chocolate one, it's even nicer. It's nice and chocolatey. The consistency is perfect. And then I'll place maybe 2 pieces, and then maybe some raspberry on the inside, so that when somebody bites into it, and then top it up with the vanilla ice cream. Maybe to garnish it, piece of raspberry, and there you have it. It's nicely layered, chocolate, vanilla, and there you have it. It's homemade, it's delicious. Now it's a good idea, even if it's frozen, just like ice cream, just always have it in the freezer. One thing I've noticed about this ice cream, even if it doesn't get super frozen, super hard, so it's nice and creamy. And again, the best thing about it, no machines required, no ice cream machine. Let me taste it. Wow, nothing beats that flavor. The nice vanilla flavor, and then for the consistency, a can't feel the crystals from the ice, which is one thing that usually happens when you don't churn it well. And for the chocolate, you've got to try it. It's simple to make, as you saw in this procedure. You can make this for your loved one, you can make this for your kids, you can make this as a special dessert for someone or for yourself. So try yours, let me know how yours turns out, and I'm signing out. Hope you enjoy yours like I will enjoy mine, and until next time, goodbye.